Brilliant. So we are going to be moving on to our second map in this Week 7 ETF2L Premiership fixture between eShock Esports and Planet Express. It was Planet Express that managed to pick up the first map, Koth Viaduct. They managed to take that in a very hotly contested 3-2. So we are going to be going very soon over to our next map and live. We have 11 players on the server right now, only waiting for Flushy, I believe, who has just joined, so we're going to be ready very shortly. And I know Mirelin isn't here, but if he had been here and I'd asked him his predictions, I'm sure he would have favoured Planet Express again. I'm actually going to go with eShock for this map. I think that they have a better chance on a map like Badlands. I'm not sure why. I haven't really got a rationale behind that. I just feel like they're the kind of team where they'll be able to coordinate themselves better on Badlands for some reason. I think their soldiers are going to be able to shine a little more. And it's a slightly less chaotic map that they're probably more familiar with. I don't really have a rationale, but that is going to be
Oh, there is. Okay.
We are going to be going live very soon. Hafikul has just informed me that they have readied up, although he has actually disconnected from TF2, so maybe we're going to see a pause or something, or just a little bit of a delay here as he gets back into the game. Hopefully there aren't any server difficulties to really complain of. And we'll be going live fairly shortly, and of course Mirelin is going to be back with me in just a moment to recite his incredible jokes and Premiership insight. What does the chat think? Who is going to win this?
Oh, I haven't missed much.
You haven't missed anything at all.
Oh,
They're
nice.
just about to go live, Mirelin, I think.
Oh, nice.
In fact, you were perfectly timed. They have just gone live, Mirelin. So do you want to take us to our first mid in this Week 7 game?
Of course, let's do that. Let's watch the Frenchman demo man. Hey, he's not really lucky at the rollout. Nice. Yeah, he's slightly slow. Oh, the blue demo man is so swift on this middle. So beautiful. And the red scouts are going so aggressive. And we have a soldier Atomic flanking from the sheet house, going aggressive, not doing much, but still Shippy kills Zegan, which is really impressive. Oh, but the red team is managing to make a comeback, and oh, the blue team is really at a disadvantage and they should go back. Are they going back? No, they decided to go for that. They have two scouts, they have a very strong fire on this middle, and the red team is really forced to go back, but most likely the both teams gonna exchange the Uber chargers. Are they gonna go huge? The red team got forced fast and the blue team Ubered late, so it's a perfect middle for the blue team. But what about the spawns? What about the spawns? Spawns, nice. Spawns are in favor of the blue team, and the red team is crumbling and dying, and Sheepy tried to go huge but got wrecked by Nico. God's hand, wow, amazing, really good, very good, come on. Is some team gonna park the bus? The Ubercharge is equal, the red team is holding the choke, but the blue team really wants to go through this choke. It doesn't matter that the one scout died and there are two men down, and the red team only has one man down, and the medic goes down, easy goes down, that's really fine. All players are going very huge. Rockets are flying everywhere.
So, Fenix sacked so many people in there to try and make something happen on their attempt at Spire, but all they've managed to engineer themselves is a fairly sizable advantage. It's going to be about 65%, but they have lost their attempt on Spire. They've also lost mid, and now they're going to be defending their own Spire here. But they've got an Uber advantage. They're going to be able to push into mid, I think, as soon as they get players up.
Well, at some point, it's really hard to push middle charge, even though if you have a Uber charge advantage. Now see that the red demo, what is his nickname? Diablo? Is it Diablo? Hidanaka Diablo. Okay, oh, the blue team decided to go from the volley, which is a really nice move. Red team is immediately forced to go back, but they don't want to give up this point so easily. They're trying to do something. Oh, and the blue team forced really perfect. How did the medic get forced? How did
he had to come through the shit house, and he was just really scared because they were putting a lot of spam onto it. He got the fear. There was nobody about to kill him, but he was just scared coming through such a tight choke point, so he did use his Ubercharge. And now Izzy's got a full Uber to be using into here. He has used it. Hidan's going to launch himself forward. Going to get so much damage out in that choke point, probably. Yeah, Hafiko actually goes down, but he secured the rest of his team an easy escape there. It looks like Eshok, though, just want to pile around the choke, but they're going to meet a sticky trap from Settler. Hidan goes down. Bit of aggression through the house here to drop board as well. It looks like Planet Express are getting by far the better end of this.
Oh, well, the red team actually, the Frenchies were really slow after they captured the middle. Like, after they pushed into the middle with the Ubercharge, they got forced, yeah, and they should have left one scout to cap the middle point and just push stridely into the choke, because the blue team was at one man down, but they were really slow, and eventually they got punished by the blue team. And now we have the blue team going from the resupply, going really aggressive. Red team has no Ubercharge advantage, and the red team, the blue team is going really aggressive into the trash. Yeah, it's a trash. But still, red team managed to come back to the last point successfully, and the Ubercharge gonna be equal for the last point. Now we can see Dagon going Pyro on top right. Is he gonna go huge? Yes, he's gonna go huge, but the blue team is not pushing yet. But yet the Ubercharge from the main, and they got bounced so hard. Dagon is bouncing them away like a boss.
But there was no need for Izzy to use there. Izzy used his Ubercharge, and there was just no need. Like, they could have just left Dagon to die and still had their Uber and been able to push out as soon as he spawned. So I think a bit of a weak pop there from Izzy. And now they're in a situation where they have to defend again instead of having an opportunity to push out from last.
Yeah, the both teams are very aggressive at their points. Like, the red team is spamming, not giving free room to the blue team, and the blue team is spamming as well. And still, I think that both teams gonna park the bus now carefully. The demo has stickies, the red demo has stickies on the main. We got some aggression? Some aggression, yes, Soldier went from the bottom left, but still did not do much. One guy down for the both teams, and we still see the blue team parking the bus on the top left, but it seems they're gonna push from the main. Is the captain gonna go huge? He's going for the medic. The medic got forced, and now the blue team is forced to go back. Are they gonna make a successful push back in? They really should push back in, because the red team had one player down, but apparently they're not gonna do much. Oh no, yet Captain is going really aggressive. Kills the easy. What a huge man! Oh my god! Oh, but still.
Nico has gone huge in upper lobby as well. Managed to pick up Settler and Captain. And then Flushy goes down because they all turn around to kill Nico, so Dagon takes full advantage of that. Fortunately, only Izzy and Hidan left alive, and they're going to desperately have to try and defend. Hidan picks up 3 frags, Halfical, Sheepy, and Atomic. He still has to defend from Captain, I think. Yeah, Captain's going to be coming in top left before he gets any spawns. Captain's going to be on the point here, and he's actually baited out the stickies, but doesn't manage to survive that. Hidan picking up 4 frags defending the point there.
Yeah, Hidan Diablo, very well played, man. Just amazing play, and now we're gonna have almost equal Ubercharges for both teams. The blue team is holding really defensively on the Champadio, and Settler somehow managed to pick up Drozo, and the red team for some reason tried to push out, but they got wrecked really fast, and now it's 2 guys dead for the red team, but the blue team should be very swift and push to the main before the 2 guys are dead from the red team, and so do they. They are pushing from the main, they are trying to do something. The scout is trying to flank the red combo on the top left, but he's really unsuccessful. And apparently it seems that both teams gonna park the bus for the sub time, but the blue team has Ubercharge advantage, and I'm pretty sure they know about that.
Yeah, they do. They're coming through main already. Atomic and Captain leading it forward. They're going to get onto Hidan. Hidan gets minced. Izzy down as well. Board and Drozo in the danger area, fragging Captain. Captain does actually go down, but they've lost so many players here, Eshok. There's no chance of them holding on to this. 1-0 already. And Planet Express looking like they really want to take all of the available points from this fixture.
Yeah, most likely it was the same. So now we're gonna watch once again Hidanaka Diablo making slightly slow rollout. Oh, but yes, they decided to go from the volley. However, Satellite is so fast in the middle, and we have red team pushing from the volley. One solely going aggressive on the Satellite, pushing the Satellite. The blue team is really spammed in the house, but still they somehow managed to come out. Many shots are being exchanged, but the blue team is so weak, and the red team is weak as well. But still, one pick on blue team, one pick on the red team. And the game is really stalemate situation, but still the red team is copying the point. The blue team decided to go back inside. Once again, come on, the red team, if you cap this point, then you're gonna be victorious in this middle. Oh, the red team easy decided to overcharge.
Dagon winning it for his team there, I think, and they didn't even need the Uber. Dagon went forward and really made a lot of space for his team with his aggressive jump right at the end there. He wasn't even Ubered, but still managed to pick up 2 players, including Flushy, so that Uber a little bit wasted again from his Uber. Just better safe than sorry, and they are going to have a 20% advantage to push here again, which is more than enough on Badlands last.
Okay, a quick joke during this matchup. What can be worse than playing against Frenchies?
I don't know.
It's when you're playing in a team full of Frenchies.
Oh, good God.
Okay, but once again we have a stalemate situation here. The red team has the Ubercharge advantage. They are parking the bus or in the lobby, top lobby. They're building the Ubercharge. You know that they have the advantage. The blue team is standing really defensive on the top right, but they're stacking really hard on the top right. However, they have a pyro, but still the red team has the Ubercharge advantage. They push from the top left. The blue team is really crumbling. They have equal delayed, but it is not really enough. And now the red team is just easily going for this point. It's an amazing game, my friend.
It really is. 1-1 the score currently. I've just been informed that Cool Clan are actually winning on Badlands against BK at the moment, so we could be having upsets all over the place. We don't know what the Premiership table's going to look like after tonight. But for now, as we go into our third mid, we're going to be seeing Settler playing very defensively, just waiting for some kind of bomb, but that's given eShock a bit of control over the point. Atomic picks up Nico though on that flank area, and he's so weak underneath. Captain's big bomb in is going to be able to take down 2 players. Board and Rosa going down there to the bomb from that pocket soldier. Captain having such a good game on Viaduct, and now bringing the pain on these Badlands middles as well. Hidan and Izzy the only ones left alive, and they're going to be able to get out back all the way to last. And just going to have to set up a defense there. It's going to be Uber v Uber again, Mirelin.
Yeah, it's going to be Uber v Uber again. Like, very nice play from Easy and he done a Diablo, but still I think they could have went back a bit faster when Atomic got picked on the scout. Like, there's no need to fight 5v6, but still they managed to come back. The Ubercharge is fine for the red team, fine for the blue team, and apparently they're gonna make a push again. The blue team gonna make a push. Where they're gonna push from? What they wanna try to do? White. There's something on the resupply. Okay.
Yeah, Nico was harassing them on resupply, but he just back spawns there. I think they realised as well. Oh no, Captain actually still keeping an eye on resup. I fell in his jump up, drop down a few times as well. But
okay. Yeah.
No, go on, you take this push in.
Okay, the blue team need to make a really nice push from the left. Some stickies from the left. Oh, double scout push from the left. A very nice push. The red team got forced, and now the blue team just should go back and wait for the red team super to fade out. Oh my god, Flushy is so lucky, survived with the skin of the teeth, but still fine. Oh, the red team overextended so hard and got picked, and now we got Captain going so aggressive. Captain kills Medic, Captain kills everyone, and now we got just everyone sucking for the point. What an amazing game, my friend.
Yeah, brilliant play there by Planet Express. But yeah, the Frenchies overextended so far into the lobby. Drozo and Board just, taking the Uber way further than they should have done out of the choke points. They got locked out. They had to face tons of different players. And that was a poor play by them, and it loses them the round. 2-1 the current scoreline.
2-1, they are really unlucky, and once again we are watching the red team pushing from the wally, and the blue team is stuck in the house, and we got nice aggression from Dagon, but still Captain is just too good and gets wrecked, wrecks the soldier, and now we have red teams, the blue team actually crumbling. I don't get what's going on. Yeah, blue team is definitely losing this. I'm really glad that Flushy managed to survive. Really well played by him. Yes, most likely Flushy gonna get to the last point and get the supercharges. Very nice. I'm still not sure whether they're gonna hold last or top lobby. I think they have tried to hold forward lobby and maybe try to get some picks. Okay, we got Cheapy looking some in top lobby. Oh no, they they went back to the last. Okay, so once again, now it's the red team winning this, and apparently
Dagon's gone spy. Dagon, it looks like that's the Frenchie's plan here. Dagon's going to be running the spy class, and he's going to try and get in behind Flushy and drop him, or maybe get a pick on Settler. Either of those picks will pretty much secure the round for eShock Esports. As we just watched Dagon, he's creeping in on that right hand side. He's managed to make his way in through main. You run us through it, Mirelin.
I think the best what red team can do now, like bounce the stickies on the point to the left side, like shoot the rockets into the right side of the point and bounce the stickies on the left side, so they can just easily stand on the point and get some cap time. But they don't really want to do this. Instead, I think they want to pick the medic. So, oh no! Oh,
I have no idea what that idea was. That was ridiculous. So they use their Uber charge. They have a bad Uber. Oh my god, we didn't even see it coming.
I guess this was the idea.
That was their plan.
Yeah, to destroy stickies as a spy and just
and then distract them with the Uber charge as well. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. But nice play there. Looks like something that they've practiced before, and they do manage just to have a really good set play that picks them up the round. So 5th middle. We'll see how this works out.
Come on, man, introduce us to this middle.
Yeah, I will. It's Captain who's playing a little bit passively at this mid as he's getting pressured back across the point. Drozo with a big bomb in. Big headshot there with a rocket onto Flushy. Destroys him. Aim for the head with rockets to do critical damage. Captain, though, with a counter bomb takes down Nico as Drozo's forced back away from his medic in order to deal with him as well. Sheepy currently harassing Board. Is he going to be able to take him down on 7 health? It looks like he's linking up with Atomic. Atomic is going to get onto Izzy. He's got him down to 50 health, and he's actually getting juggled in. Oh, but Hidan, though, with the pocket Demo Man skills, is going to be able to defend his medic. Izzy's staying alive throughout that, and Flushy did go down, so they're going to have a huge advantage to be able to move forward here. But they're probably going to be able to get a force out on second because eShock's so slow to cap the point.
Yes. Actually, blue team were really unlucky in this situation. Flushy dies really fast, but still... Oh, and... Wow!
Oh my god, destruction from Hidan. Oh, the triple kill there onto everybody. The scout, the medic, and the demo man all getting obliterated by Hidan. The Uber is forced, but it's not going to make any difference as they pile through main. Only 2 players left alive, Hafikul and Sheepy. Spawns arriving in 4 seconds, but that is not going to be quick enough, in my opinion. Hidan does... Oh, but Hafikul's got on the point. They don't have anybody to put spam on. Droso was just a little too late to the whole thing, but no, Board comes in, steals it for his team, getting a 3k there as he comes in from top right and destroys everybody. So, yeah, it looked like Planet Express were going to be able to hold on to it just for a few seconds there, but... No, they do actually take the lead, I think, for the first time in this map. It's 3-2 to eShock.
Yeah, it's really nice. Once again, we see Hidanaka Diablo being slightly slow on the rollout, but still they're gonna push Wally, and we have the blue team pushing Wally as well, so the both team gonna actually go into the trades. Carry on, man, carry on, my brother is here.
Yeah, Drozo overextended a lot there. He was completely over the other side of the point, and with him down right at the beginning and no point presence at all, everything's looking a little bit bad for eShock. Dagon did really well just turning eyes there and allowing Izzy and Hidan an opportunity to escape, but they just didn't have long enough. Nico's actually got in! Nobody saw him, I didn't see him, and I've got wall hacks on. He comes in, takes down Settler, takes down Flushy, now he's 1v1 Captain as well. He is mashing people. He's going to come back on the point and try and take down Hafikul with the help of Drozo. Nico, absolute huge plays coming out there. What was that? Was that a 4K on that mid? He was going absolutely momentously huge. And Drozo and Nico are going to be able to cap off this point with the help of Board. They're going to go back to Izzy, who's just got his spawn up. The Ubers are going to be fairly equal, no Uber advantage to write home about. But the Frenchies in control of the map and in control of that mid point. The score 3-2 in favour of them. They don't really have to push here. The initiative does not have to be grasped by them. They can wait for Flushy and his team to really try something on that flank area, which it looks like Drozo might be baiting them into doing, or maybe that's just classic Drozo overextending there. Either way, Planet Express being given a little opportunity for a play there on the flank, but it looks like Dagon has got his eyes on it at the moment. Dagon actually is going to be peeking into Haunter, just gets a rocket onto Settler and backs off. And that just gives the impression that Planet Express are constantly being pressured here. They're a little bit tentative to hold close to the choke point or close to House, but it looks like they are now going to be moving through House, conscious of the fact that they're down around and have to come back into it. They're going to use their Uber now from that balcony area. The Forsters come out of Izzy and Captain's going to go behind. We've seen this a lot on Viaduct. Is it going to work out as well on Badlands, which is much bigger, and he's so far behind them right now? If eShock just ploughed forward without a pocket, you feel like Planet Express wouldn't be able to really put up as much as of a defense. Settler goes down as well to Hidan, and Nico's picked up Captain behind, so it looks like eShock really have the advantage here. As long as they don't lose too many players, they need to blob up through this choke point and make sure that they just avoid the double spam from Hafikul and Sheepy. They are definitely working well together here, though, picking up all of the frags. It's only really Sheepy and Flushy who are going to be able to make it out here, and Sheepy sacrifices his own life in order to get his medic out of there. Captain, Settler and Flushy just retreating now back to last. It's a 6v3 situation that they find themselves in, and eShock, the Frenchies, plus one Belgian. Oh no, two Belgians actually, Drozo and Board. They're just going to be able to take Upper Lobby fairly easily without a fight, and we're going to be able to see another Uber v Uber. I wonder if we're going to see another set play here. Looks like they are going to use the Uber in straight away. Double scout Uber on the top left hand side. The Uber is forced out of Captain. Nico drops behind the point instead of on the point this time. And Hidan's just putting some sticks on it, but Settler still hasn't dealt his that are on the point. So no chance for a point player. Dagon's hit behind. He comes from main, flanks on Flushy in the top right area and destroys him. But in the meantime, Sheepy has come behind, takes down Dagon. Then Izzy, then Drozo, and Hafikul picks up another frag onto board. So the scout's going absolutely manic there for Planet Express.
That's really nice, man. I'm really sorry. My brother is absolutely smashed, and he just walked inside, and he asked me whether I can let him cast this game. So basically, did I miss much?
Not too much. There was a big mid came out of eShock, and they managed to push it all the way to last. But then they failed a bit of an Uber exchange. Both of the meds, did go down, but it looks like Izzy has a bit of an advantage, which is just going to be totally negated here. Atomic and Hafikul combining together to take him down. Drozo and Board, though, pick up 3 frags of their own.
Yeah, but still situation doesn't really look promising for the blue team, and we have a red team capping the second point now, which is actually really fine, but the red team medic is down still, and the blue team decided to push on that. They know that they have 3 guys alive, and it's really going really nice. Let's see, yeah, thanks. And still, it's really not sure what the blue team is trying to do.
Flushy dodged a rocket there.
They have a charge advantage. Yeah.
And Nico's going to drop down on him. Is he going to be able to pick up the frag? No, he gets obliterated straight away. So they sacrificed 2 there and didn't manage to get the pick on Flushy. It feels like they don't realise that Flushy only has a tiny advantage. I think Flushy should have something like a 25% advantage because he went down a long time before Izzy did. But,
yeah, but he didn't build properly.
Yeah, he hasn't built properly at all, so the Ubers are pretty equal. But it looks like eShock don't really know that, and they're just backing off. They're giving them the point. They feel like Flushy should have the Uber charge right now, and they're scared.
Yeah, so once again we're going to have a really stalemate situation now, although the red team don't really need to push anywhere now because they are leading, so the best they should do is just sit. But still they are trying to push from the resupply. One guy goes down for the red team, and still the blue team getting spammed really hard, and they're slightly weak, and apparently they're gonna go back, and now we have the scout rushing the red team's demo, and he goes immediately down, and the blue team is forcing the Uber charge, and the red team is forcing the Uber charge. This looks really bad for the blue team. Flash is gonna go down, and he's suiciding immediately. Oh my god, Flash, I would never do this. I would always try my best to dodge this. No,
Mirelin never gives up.
Yeah, I always believe, I always have faith that I'm gonna survive. But still we have an amazing backup from Hafikul. Oh my god, this
That is ridiculous. I don't know how Hafikul managed to dodge everything there and cap the point off, but he had everybody firing at him and just wasn't enough. They are just going to be able to cap that off, but it's given Planet Express so much room to work with, and Captain's going to bomb in. He's going to try and get onto Izzy, but he does just get shut down. He's made a little bit of room for his team to try and get in, but I feel like they're overextending a little here. Only Settler and Atomic left alive to defend their medic as the onslaught of the French continues.
Oh, although they overextend, they still have their demo man alive. The blue team has them alive, but still I think he's gonna go down. He's very weak, and the red team is pushing really hard. They know that the blue team is very weak, and the blue team is forced to go back. But still, the Settler really wants to come out. He's trying to do something. Scout is rushing now, rushing the red combo. Yeah, and the blue team definitely wants to go for that because they know that they have the spawn advantage. They are forcing the red team's medic, and they should just immediately go back. For some reason, they still stay inside, and it's gonna end up really bad for them. They already have 2 down, and the red team capped the point, so it doesn't really look promising for the blue team. Both scouts from the blue team are very weak, and now they still really want to get this point. They got Ubercharge ready. The Sheepy is going really aggressive on the red team demo man, trying to get some essential picks in this game. And once again, my brother disturbs me. Please, can you carry on? Yes.
Yeah. Happy Girl and Sheepy was so weak at the beginning of that Uber there from Flushy, and they just weren't able to do anything, got killed almost instantly as soon as that happened. So they really weren't able to aid them either in the capping or in the cleaning up aspect of the game. So eShock able to retain control of that midpoint and now have a huge Uber advantage. So great situation for Board and Izzy to be in as they come in here. Drozo and Board syncing up together to destroy Captain and Settler there. Flushy goes down as well. And everybody else from Planet Express just forced to bail as quickly as they can. They're going to be trying to get back to last, but eShock determined to keep the pressure up. Nico's already in. He's hiding, waiting to cap off the last. Sheepy doesn't actually realise that he's there. Nico's straight on the point. Sheepy's going to drop down, but it's not quick enough. 4-2 the scoreline. eShock, I called it at the beginning of the map. Badlands is theirs, I believe.
Okay, my brother is very smashed, but he doesn't want to leave, so I will have to carry on with him standing behind me. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be a nice experience. One player is observing how I am casting, and it's really nice. And once again, we have the red team going from the wall because Hidana and Diablo most likely again failed the rollout. Oh, but blue team is going really aggressive on the slope, and they deny the soldier aggression from the Wally pretty nicely, but still it doesn't look nice for the red team. They are still dying really fast, and now we have almost all team of the red team dying, and blue team has some they really want to carry this momentum and win at least 2 or 3 rounds to get the maximum out of the points this game.
Yeah, with 5.5 minutes left, they really want these rounds to come thick and fast in their favour, but with Flushy going down to a nice pipe by Hidan on the mid, as he was desperately flailing his mouse around, trying to connect with something. He hit a nice one onto Flushy. Flushy went down, and now the Ubers are just going to be equal, but Flushy is going to be running the Kritzkrieg in an attempt to make that equal Uber into an advantage. The pressure now on Settler really to make something happen. The first thing he has to do though is try and deny this choke point, as eShock look like they want to flood through it with this 1-pick advantage. With Captain down, it's opened the floodgates for the French here. Hafikul down, Sheepy down, that's no scouts. It's the huge amount of pressure here on Settler as the crits comes in. Is the crits going to be able to pick anything up? I don't think it is. And Flushy was disconnected from Settler as well. This is all going terribly for Planet Express.
Oh, you know, he wasn't really disconnected, he just ran off.
Oh.
He just left Settler, he was like, bye-bye.
He was so afraid. Captain in, destroys Izzy. That was sick play by Captain. Such great jumping and movement, and DM just all combining together to jump through that choke point and hit a nice direct onto Izzy and take him down in the midst of being shot at from all sides. And that's actually turned the tide of things there. Droso's respawned on Sniper. He's going to be sniping from house in a few seconds now. No, he's actually going over to the valley area. Going to be sniping, trying to get some damage onto people. Actually rotating over to that stone bridge right now as Izzy and Board hold it. But the crits is going to be coming out very soon again from Flushy and Settler. They're pushing through resup.
Yeah, they're pushing from the resupply. They got Chris ready, but apparently the red team knows that they are coming from the resupply, and they immediately went behind to just get this supercharge. Oh no, we got Broad going really aggressive and goes down immediately to the grid. We still have Settler going main, but the red medic Easy is so much defensive, but it really looks that the red team is in a huge of problems. He's just 2 alive. Come on, Drozo, you can go huge. Is he going huge? No, he's not going huge.
A disappointment from Drozo, as we've been led to expect. But he's not able to pull out the goods on that particular occasion and pull out the 5-man or whatever was required. The score 4-3. 3 minutes remaining. Are they going to be able to come back here, Planet Express, or can eShock Esports tighten their grip control the map and really secure the 3 points that they need from this. Settler goes down right at the beginning to a play from Drozo, and Hafikul going to try and make a play of his own onto Hidan. Hidan actually stays alive, some nice pocket scouting from Drozo there, but Atomic's going to finish off that frag onto Hidan, also taking down Dagon in the midst of that. But Drozo's just going absolutely huge on this. Has already taken down 3 players, while the rest of his team pick up the other kills. A full wipe there coming out of Planet Express. And I would also like to, just to inform any of our viewers that didn't catch that, Cool Clan has actually beaten BK on Badlands 6-5. What a game. That was casted by Main Call, so you can catch their VODs later on. And yeah, so that puts a big upset on the table here. And I'm not even sure whether eShot can try and make something out of this and maybe reach the playoffs after BK have dropped those 3 points.
Wait. Do you actually mean that the Frenchies are better than BK now?
Possibly, very possibly. Drozo on board have used this Uber in through the top left area. Flushy's only on 50%, there's no hope of happening here, but they really need this cap time or any frags. Just something has to happen here for the French. Everybody knows that they're on the point. Dagon just knocks them off it. Just knocks Captain off it for a millisecond there and is able just to squeeze his butt onto the point. Caps it off 5-3. Only a minute and 40 seconds remaining. I think it's now mathematically impossible, but they'll still try anyway.
Come on, Sideshow, come on. We must believe that it's possible. Everything is possible if you want to achieve this really much.
Yeah, I don't think Planet Express have actually given up yet. They are just still going to be playing really aggressively. If I was the French in this situation, I would not be coming to mid. I'm going to be honest here. I would just be holding second and slowing the game down completely. But they are going to come to mid. They have already got the pick on Flushy, so it is now looking incredibly unlikely that they're going to be able to do anything. Only Settler and Captain left alive to face 3 players from eShock here, and it's all gone to pot for Planet Express. Captain even picking out those 2 frags at the end is not enough to win them, even the middle, never mind a very quick round. And it looks like eShock going to be able to pick up Badlands.
Wow, that's really nice. So it's 3-3, yeah?
Yeah, 3-3 the final scoreline in terms of points, but a 5-3 victory, possibly even a 6-3 victory if they get a move on for eShock here. And in my opinion, just like the scouts and board having such a hell of a game on Badlands, destroying. I mean, Captain I think had a great game as well, but just not enough really. Like both the pockets doing incredibly well, but the scouts from eShock just shining above Sheepy and Hafikul, I think. Yeah. We'll see though when we look at the logs after this.
Wow, are you serious, Sideshow? Are you for real?
I am for real right now.
Holy
Nico played good.
We're still just watching the dying ends of this. Are you going to spoil it for us? Was it 5-3 or 6-3? Do you lose this?
Well, it doesn't really matter.
It does matter. It all matters.
It does matter. Come on. Look at the Hidan. Look at Diablo going really high.
Really huge. Kills himself with his own pipe. Rest in pieces.
What the
5-3. 5-3 the final scoreline. It really was. Both of those maps incredibly closer. And
good games.
The other game that went on at the same time, I don't know whether you've realised, the people who've joined us for interviews prematurely, but Cool Clan managed to take a map off BK as well.
No way!
Yeah, they won. They won 6-5 on Badlands. So yeah, crazy plays by Admirable and his posse. But I think actually it was probably more to do with the fact that BK changed their lineup. And
what did BK play with? That's really interesting.
They played with Zebo on Sword. Yeah, Zebo on Pocket and Zappis back on Scout and AMS roaming. And I feel like, yeah,
why
exactly.
Would you have
why
the
would
best
you do
scout
that?
In Prem on fucking?
Exactly.
Why would you have the best scout in Prem and change his class? That's so retarded.
It doesn't make sense to me either. But we are just going to have a look at the logs of your game before we properly dive into the interviews. Have you got the logs there, Mirelin?
Logs. Wait a second. Yes, I do have logs now.
Okay, let's have a look at these then. Who's going huge? As I said, both of the pockets putting out a tasty amount of damage, but it's really Board who's got the advantage in that department. 28 for 14, going pretty large there, but did get quite a bit more heals than his opposing captain. Captain doing so much better for the amount of heals that he got. But yeah, Board just taking all of those heals and doing a lot of work with them as well. Hidan and Settler actually outplaying Hidan, as we saw on Viaduct as well, but it really didn't make that much difference in the end. Sheepy had a decent game, but I just feel like the scouts kind of overpowered Hafikul maybe a little bit, and the flank Atomic and Sheepy not quite able to compete with some of the flank plays that were coming out of eShock. But let's hear it from the horse's mouth, Mirelin. Let's find out what happened as we dive into the interviews.
Oh, you don't want me to talk about medics?
Oh yeah, talk about the medics, Mirelin. Talk about those medics.
Okay, like, let's talk about the medics. Like, both medics died 14 times, which is actually really impressive for this game. Even though if Frenchies won 5-3, but still, Flushy had an outstanding performance on the viaduct and had some amazing, insane dodging skills in the end of the viaduct, but for some reason it was really like slightly unlucky on the Badlands, because sometimes he died too much to the aggression coming out from enemy demo or roaming soldiers. Easy, even though if he was really insane with coming back and surviving important situations, for example after the middle wiped or the middle lose, he still has the same amount of deaths, but still he was surviving really well. Like most of the times, I can't really recall whether it was like that or no. When his team lost the middle, he always managed to come back to the last point and build the supercharge, so it was really fun.